Kitty cats are curious. They want to be in everything and smell everything, and just like they don't like being left out. Hey guys, I am back with a new video. Today's topic is about apple snails. I recently received a shipment of snails. I did an unboxing, I did a video on them, and I didn't think this was still such a big question people had. Like, I referred to my snails as apple snails. I noticed a few comments on there, like, I don't know how many of you guys were asking me where you could buy apple snails because the only thing that you could find were mystery snails. I knew this was like a big question in the hobby, like mystery snail or apple snail, which one is it? But I didn't think it was still going on. So let me explain the difference, or the not difference. So apple snails and mystery snails are the same thing. So for example, I have several species of them, but when I refer to my ivories, I know that they are Pomacia diffusa. I also have some Pomacia bridgessis, and there's these newer guys that I still am not sure 100% on what species they are, so I could technically refer to them as mystery snails because their species is a mystery to me. And that's how it kind of went in the pet industry. Pet stores and just people were selling these snails, and because there's so many species of them and they look alike, they just were not sure what they had. And just all apple snails just got categorized into this mystery snail. That was a lot of years ago, and till this day, just because it kind of just evolved into them. After a lot of years, it just like that stayed. So to clarify, mystery snails are apple snails. The only mystery is what species are they. Also, because there's some species of apple snails that eat plants and they are an invasive species. They're very dangerous to have in the pet industry because there's just very irresponsible pet owners. Some people think it's a good idea to release pets into the wild, and I understand in your hearts, you probably, if you've done this, you probably thought you were doing something good for the animal. But because of people like that, these mystery snails, remember, they could have been the non-plant eating species or the plant eating species, but they're just categorized and grouped into just one thing. So people were buying these mystery snails and then they were releasing them into the wild. They just became so invasive. They were destroying crops. They were throwing off ecosystems, competing for resources. Just, they made a huge mess. That's why in a lot of states and in some countries actually, they are banned. That I know of, I know the only species of apple snails that can be shipped, well, I think it's worldwide, but I could be wrong. There could be some places that just ban them altogether. I'm not exactly sure about worldwide, but in a lot of places, specifically, they will allow Pomacia diffusa and Pomacia bridgessi to be imported and sold within, because these two species, they don't eat plants, so they aren't as much of a threat as any of the other species. And because they lay eggs above the waterline, it's really easy to control their population. So most mystery snail sellers only carry those two species. So for those of you asking me where you can find apple snails like mine, if you're in the US, which most of my viewers are, Aquabid has them. I've seen some beautiful ones on Amazon and on eBay. They are labeled as mystery snails. so you have to search for them as mystery snails. But some sellers do clarify what species they are. I'm not sure in other countries where you could find them. If you're in Mexico, you can reach out to me and I could possibly sell you some. I would like to in the future get a exporting license and be able to sell them to you guys on the worldwide level. But that would be very in the future. So yeah, mystery snails are apple snails. Some people think they're totally creepy and ugly, but I think they have super cute faces and just like their eyes and their antennae and the whiskers and just I love their faces. It's my favorite part. Oh Lord. Well, hello. Do you want to say hi? Leia wants to say hi. Oh, don't knock down the camera. That would really suck a lot. What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna lay down here. Leia boo is gonna chill here while I film. Kitty cats are curious. They want to be in everything and smell everything, and just like they don't like being left out. Are you gonna let me film now? No? You guys, I really want to finish filming and she keeps jumping in front of the camera and I'm scared that she's gonna knock it down. And we're free. So, I've been showing you guys little updates on this every video, and here's this week's video update kind of clip. So, here is how things are going. My dry rock is now becoming live rock. As you guys can see, it's turning green. I have a bit of an algae problem. Like, I've been keeping the lights on a lot and it's kind of my fault, but we are doing good with clearing that up. And I think in about a week or two, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the first inhabitants. I'm so excited. I want to add in some snails, some shrimp, maybe a crab. Just cleanup crew. I really need a cleanup crew. And I guess I've never shown you guys the filtration on this, so let me do that right now. So here is the tank, right? And under we have a sump that looks like this. So the water falls from here. That's the overflow. And the first thing it goes through is this DIY filter sock. I made a bunch of these. I have them here to show you guys. So they're super simple. They're just like little sacks and you tie them on and you pull the strings, and I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them apparently. And they are just wonderful. If you guys would like a DIY on this, I could totally do that, but I don't know how many of you guys are interested in making these filter socks. So let me know, maybe. And water falls through here, it goes through the filter sock. Also back here, I have a protein skimmer. Let me get a better shot of it. So here it is, and this is how it looks like. A bunch of bubbles and it rises. And the filth collects here in this cup. You can see I have this much in there right now. So yeah, water goes through here and the protein skimmer catches like the disgusting stuff, and then it works its way down here. And here I have some more what used to be dry rock, which is now becoming live rock. And then the water travels through here. This is quilting batting, and then it goes through here in this section. So this is gonna be the refugium. I have some rocks in there. I'm cycling them also along with these. And in here I have some extra ones that I'm going to be taking out. Because I have decided that one saltwater system is just not enough. I have the bug, and I'm going to be setting up a second saltwater tank. So I'm cycling some extra rocks in here. So that's like way in the future, but for now I am preparing by having some rocks here available. So yeah, some of these rocks will be going to that tank when I set it up. So right now they're just in here and it looks pretty ugly. And in here I'm gonna be growing some algae and just live food for the corals. Oh, by the way, I haven't said this, but this is gonna be a reef tank. I mean, I'm gonna have fish in there and stuff. The corals are just like the main focus of a reef tank. So I'm gonna be growing in here live food for the corals, and just I like things to just establish an ecosystem, right? And here I have this piece of netting that goes in there. So yeah, then the water goes through here, and then that's the pump that pumps it back up. So it comes up all the way through here and returns to the main tank, as you guys can see. So I have to upgrade lighting for corals. If I want to grow corals, which I do, so I have to upgrade the lighting. I also need to add a light in here, the refugium. And yeah, I have been filming every step of the way that I've set this up, like all the way from building this stand and setting everything up, so you guys will get a whole video series on this. But just, I really like updating you guys also, like real life time. So that's what's going on. And look at that growing on the rocks. It makes them look so hideous, but it's a part of everything that needs to happen here. So that was my quick update on this, and now that's the end of this video. So bye. So at this place I bought turtle food. I bought 8 of these bags. So this is all the food that I got for the babies for 1 month. You guys know I do this haul kind of video every month.